Go ahead and get started. So, for today, our outcomes and objectives. Our outcomes are to evaluate the effect of media on personal and family health, which will be talked about later, evaluate the impact of technology on personal, family, and community health, analyze the perceptions of norms, how norms influence healthy and unhealthy behaviors, and then we will also be able to learn and identify internal external influences and work on decision making skills. So, first, what are influences? Every day, we all make decisions related to our health, whether we realize it or not. In relation to health, influence are something or even someone that may affect, alter, or impact our decision making in various areas. Today, specifically, our health. Our decisions are constantly being influenced in some way, whether it is from the people around us in our class, our friends, our internal thoughts, our socioeconomic status, or the environment that which we are in. Influences can both be positive and negative and affect us in or beneficial and non-beneficial ways. Influences can also come with from within, which is an internal, or outside, which is an external influence. Being able to analyze these influences is a critical skill that we need to have, especially in our health today. So here are some examples of internal influences: positive, negative, and external. Internal influences might be the drive to become healthier. So maybe Erica decides she wants to, start eating more protein or something like that. That'll be an internal drive. A positive influence would be like a role model. So like if Dylan had somebody that he looked up to and influenced him in a positive way, that'd be a positive influence. External influences might be something that your parents hold an expectation over you, whether it's to get an A or a B in class, that'll be an external influence. And then a negative influence would be like peer pressure or friends constantly getting you in trouble, things like that. So when we analyze our influences, what is influencing my decisions? Analyze influencing me. Where is it coming from? Is it a positive or negative influence? And how much is it influencing me? Then third, when I examine the factors and impact, how are other factors interacting with this influence? And four, we want to create or consider an action plan. About the influence, maybe it's a positive influence, we want to keep that going. We don't want to do anything about it. Or if it's a negative, we might want to create an action plan to better that situation. So here's an example for us. Kelly, can you read that out for us?
A high school junior, Alex, is feeling pressured by friends to skip class to attend a party. This party is known for having underage drinking and questionable activities.
So, how we're going to go upon this is use our 4 steps, like I just said. First step is step 1. We're going to identify the influence. What is influencing that decision? That would be peer pressure from friends to skip class and attend the party. Step 2 would be analyze it. How do I know it's influencing me? I feel anxious about missing out and worry about being excluded from my friend group. Where is it coming from? Close friends. Is it a positive or negative influence? Negative because you're skipping class, you're missing school, and doing things that you should not be doing. And then how much is it influencing me? It is significantly influencing me. I find myself contemplating skipping class despite knowing potential consequences. Step 3, examine the factors and impact. How are other factors interacting with this influence? Academic pressure to perform well, desire for social acceptance. Everyone wants to be accepted with their friends. That is one. Previous experiences, maybe you had a good experience with friends and you move schools and you want to have that same good experience, but people are going upon it the wrong way. And then family values. Parents have emphasized the importance of an education, and skipping out on class is obviously going against what your parents expect of you. And then considering an action plan. Do we need to do anything about this influence? Yes, it needs to be addressed. You want to reflect on your priorities, communicate, suggest alternatives to what you're doing or what's happening, and then seek support if need be. By following this plan, Alex can better understand the influence of peer pressure and to make a more informed, responsible decision. So now we're going to do it as a class. So I've divided you into 4 groups already. Each group will be assigned an example. After the designated time to analyze and create an action plan is up, you'll present your example of your action plan. Once you are seated in your groups, send one team member up to grab a whiteboard and an expo marker and return to your group. So group 1 is going to be here at Dylan's table, group 2 back there, 3 here, and group 4. So group Cole up at these first 2 tables are going to be Cole, Jay, Aiden, Kara, Brooke, and Andrew, and Dylan. You're going to be example 1. Back there, group 2 is going to be Kelly, Johnny, Connor, Jack, Dylan, Tori, example 2. Up over here is going to be group 3, Jimmy, Mason, Natalie, Ryan, Erica, and Tyler, example 3. And then group 4 in the back there is going to be Abby, Hannah, Ben, Owen, Stephen, Christian, and Kelsey, and Christian. So here at your tables, before we go, we're going to have our group and our example, our student that we're going to be reading about, and then our example, which is going to be like we had up there with Alex. So you're going to read through this, and you're going to devise an action plan, use those 4 steps. Then we're going to regroup, talk about what we thought. Other groups might chime in to say what they would do different, or what they liked about it, and we'll go around that, and then we'll regroup after that. All right, you guys can go ahead and switch your spots. You're group 1 right here. You're right here. It's all good. Again, if you don't remember where you were going, your groups and your tables are up on the board. Yep, each group send one person up to get your whiteboard and a thing of markers. You're going to be reading through your example. Yeah, just writing your 4 steps down there in your action plan.
Thank you. That's my life goal. That's my goal.
A pencil? No, but we've got a whiteboard back here you can write all your ideas down on. You all will have about 7 minutes. 7 minutes from now starting, and we'll regroup and talk about our examples. So on your whiteboards, I might suggest writing down 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then filling in where you would answer those 4 questions when you guys are ready. If you guys have any questions, you can raise your hand and ask me as well. Yeah. Need any help, any guidance, anything like that, feel free to ask any questions you may have.
I said mind your business then. It wasn't a joke. Thank you.
Rip in the chat. We done reading?
Yeah. We're discussing the input.
Okay. Which one did you have? Example 2?
Yeah.
Is that Donovan, the football player? Basketball player. You all finished up reading over here?
Feeling isolated.
All finished up reading up here?
Yes, sir.
Who do we have?
Xander.
Is it the football player?
That is.
Well, party animal, isn't he? You have any questions, Tyler, or are you good? Yeah? LeBron and Steph. Maybe. Maybe a little help from AI. Yes.
They're right there.
They're up on the left side of the board. You're welcome. I can go back to the slide where they're a little bit bigger. Is that what? Okay. Got about 3 more minutes. I like how we highlighted here, Christian. The main points. I like that. Who were we reading about? Kelsey?
Yep.
Making new friends. Yeah.
There's not much to it besides the fact that she just doesn't have friends.
Yeah.
I think she'll live.
Some are simpler than others.
She needs to calm down.
Focus on studies.
One and two answers right now. Efforts to integrate with the group. Felt forced or rejected. Actors that are in. Efforts that yeah.
Are we on the back?
He's new.
Ooh, a little visual here.
Little doodle.
I like it. You guys need a little bit more time, or you guys?
Nah, we're pretty much good.
Okay.
We're just adding some more parts.
I like it. You all good? You need more time, or are you okay? Yeah. You all good up here? Don't need any more time? Okay. Just about finishing up over here. All right. Just let me know when you're finished. We'll go ahead and get Andrew. Let me know when you guys are finished, and we'll move forward. Okay. Yeah.
Limit time. I'm like the very last. You're unfollowed that influence. No, I'm next.
Hey, you guys pretty much finished up? All right. Let's go ahead and review what we had. All right. So, group 1, we'll go ahead and go first. Just give us a little Just a little summary of your example and then your 4 steps towards your action plan. Go ahead.
Caitlin's a 14-year-old high school freshman. I'm not going to describe her too much, but basically she's a in shape girl, and she follows this social media or influencer on Instagram and TikTok, and she sees that she uses this influencer as like a source of inspiration for her lifestyle. And the influencer has like a super low calorie diet, works out all the time, with super intense like exercise regimens and all that. And Caitlin begins to feel that she's not like this influencer, and that her body type is not okay. So she's developing like a body dysmorphia based off of comparing herself.
Like unrealistic
Yeah,
expectations.
like having an unrealistic expectation. So yeah, that's basically it. And now Caitlin has like she's developed a distorted perception of her own appearance, and yeah, she basically has like a body dysmorphia that's beginning to develop.
So, Brooke, what did we come up with for our 4 steps?
Well,
Yeah.
for the first one, our influences was TikTok, with the social media influencers that she follows. And this was, we thought, an external and negative
Okay.
influence on her. It's something that's not coming from in her. It's coming from the outside. And for number 3, I don't know what the question was, but we put down fake image.
Okay.
What was
Like the
The factors impacting the influence.
Yeah, so that was like the influencer having the low calorie diet, really strict workout regimen, and then just putting on a fake image online. That was kind of a factor into Caitlin developing these issues. And then a plan for her was to look for like the positives on social media. So instead of following someone that's like is kind of unrealistic, she could try to find people that are more like her, more positive, more supportive. And then just to kind of limit her social media time and realize it's not real life.
Good. All right, group 2 back there. Give us a little summary about Donovan.
We have Donovan. He's a 10-year-old boy. He's very lively, enthusiastic about sports, and he loves basketball. However, recently he had a diagnosis from his doctor of obesity, which is affecting his overall health. And the doctor is advising him that he needs to make some lifestyle choices. Shortly after, he was watching the Olympics, and some of his favorite athletes were playing, like LeBron James and Steph Curry. He then was captivated by their athleticism and their energy and how they work hard, and he wanted to be like them. He wanted to become more like his heroes, being active and stuff like that, which started motivating him to now begin practicing basketball on his own, which then led to him playing friends, which then led to him joining a local youth basketball league. So he's getting active more, and his family's getting behind him by supporting his new lifestyle and beginning to prepare him more nutritious meals at home. He said the influences here were at first the diagnosis, and then the Olympics and the athletes that he wants to be like. We said that those are started out as external, like the diagnosis is an external influence, so it's like the sports, but it turned into an internal motivation for him to want to do better and make lifestyle choices. He said that these influences were all positive. Not that the diagnosis is a good thing, but it was a positive influence to push him in the right direction. And then for his plan, it's like he's already got a good plan going.
Just continue and just stay consistent with it. Yeah. All right. Group 3 had Xander. Erica, you want to give us a summary of that?
Yeah, so Xander is a junior, and he ended up making the varsity football team. And he didn't get a lot of playing time, even though he was practicing and working hard. But the starter got injured, so he was put in, and then he scored the game-winning touchdown in a big game. And afterwards, the cool guys, the seniors on the team, went into a party. So they invited him to a party where there was underage drinking, and then the cops showed up, and they put all the blame on Xander. And then he got suspended from the game, even though he had nothing to do with it.
All right. And what were our 4 steps for that, or our 4 points?
Oh, me?
Anybody, it doesn't matter.
So one, the influence, was the cool guys on the team, or the seniors that Bender wanted to look up to, wanted to be like. Two, there was negative external, influence. 3, he wanted to fit in, and then 4, just shouldn't care about like being or like fitting in with other people. Just be yourself, make other friends, and stay in your group.
So it was a big peer pressure thing, you'd say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, and then group 4, yeah, Kelsey. Someone want to read that summary for us?
Kelsey's 16. She just moved to a new city. She feels really out of place, and she's starting to struggle academically because the new school is a lot more competitive than her old one. She feels very isolated and is struggling to make friends. And the friends she does make have kind of a bad reputation and are going to skip school party and disregard their studies. She knows she's not on the right path, but doesn't feel like she can talk to anyone, and just feels trapped.
All right, and Ben, what's our 4 points or our 4 steps?
So the influences would be the bad friends, feeling isolated or internal feelings in class. And then an action plan would be to make new friends, focus on your studies, talk to your counselor, interact with your family again because she felt like she was disconnected from her family and her former self. And then just trying to make new friends.
Nice. All right. So now for our second activity, it's going to be a pretty short one. Going to stay in the same groups. Your paper right here that says group 1, there's one underneath it. It's got a new topic. So what you're going to do is you're going to erase your whiteboard. It says we're going to do 2 examples up there. We're just going to do 1. You're going to come up with a influence tailored to your topic. So group 1 has physical activity. So they're going to write an influence or situation about activity, and then they're going to develop a 4-step plan towards that. Group 2 has diet. Group 3, social connections or relationships. And then group 4 has family life. Then again, after that, we will reconvene and talk about those. So you can go ahead and start to do that. We're just going to do just 1, so you can decide.
Positive or negative.
Yeah, for time's sake, we only have time for 1. Wow.
Well, let's just do positive.
Wait, so what was the positive
We're just going to do 1, so you can pick positive or negative. So, like,
for physical activity?
yeah, so, like, yeah, just pick 1. Like, physical activity, you could do, like, I don't know, going to the gym with your friends would be, like, a positive influence, you know?
Okay.
Or you
And
could do,
that's it? That's all we write?
and then you're going to come up with, like, an action plan or those 4 steps
Oh, okay.
for that one. So, or you could do, like you had for that one, like the gym influencer, like, that's kind of a negative influence. So you could do something like that.
You think you can pull
The 4
the
steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the 4 steps are back up on the board for you if you need the 4 steps. You just have to do one positive. You just have to do a positive or a negative. You don't have to do both. Yeah. You just have to do a positive or a negative. You don't have to do both. Just do one. So.
Positive. A positive.
What's your
diet?
diet?
A good diet.
Good diet.
Yeah, you couldn't read it either.
I didn't even look at that. I just wasn't.
Pick a positive or negative.
And what's your 4 points for that?
What do you mean? It's positive.
I know. What's your 4 points for it?
Well, I guess you are. My plan?
So, like, what's the influence?
The influence
Say-
are your parents.
Is it positive or negative?
It's positive.
Okay.
And it's external.
Okay. So write that down. And then if it's positive, just keep a relationship with your parents or something. I don't know. Whatever you come up with.
That's what my brother got.
The year 20. Young. I graduated in 2021, COVID year. Yeah. Wait.
2020.
Yeah. I graduated from high school, but no, I went back.
Pretty much finished up here.
Pretty much.
All right. We all finished up here. Is that an onion?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's
Okay. You all finished up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Group 3 is finished up. Almost finished up here. All right.
I'm done at.
All right, pretty much finished up here. Group 1. All right, so let's go ahead and go over these again. So we'll just have, you don't have to go into your action plan. We'll just kind of talk about what your influence was, whether if it was positive or negative, and then your number 4, your action plan. So group 1, you want to go ahead?
You said having an older sibling who plays like a sport or the varsity athlete, and that's a positive external factor. And then was it another one? Yeah, so like work a sibling that works out often, has a good attitude and healthy relationship with this person. And then for the action plan, we said join a sibling for like the workouts, or maybe join a practice at the school or something.
And you guys have physical activity. All right, group 2.
Well, we have a positive diet to, continue the weight loss journey, and overall health benefits. So we said it starts with drinking lots of water, consuming meals that are high in protein, having at least 6 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and replacing unhealthy snack options with more healthy snack options.
Group 3. Anybody want to go?
Said parental support.
Okay.
Positive, external.
Just your number 4.
Our number 4, keep a relationship.
Okay. Simple and to the point.
We have family life, our was missing a parental figure. It's negative and external, and then we said to see if like a licensed professional to speak to find support in other ways, like other family members, talking to other adults.
Great. All right, and then we'll just finish up. So before we started, from a scale of 1 to 5, using your hand, how confident or in your ability did you think you were in analyzing influences? A lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s. Got Connor back there with a 5. All right, and then now, how confident would you say you were? You improved in that? What was easy? Would anyone like to say what was easy about this activity? Christian, what was easy for you in this activity?
Figuring out if it was negative or positive.
Okay. What was challenging for you?
I was gonna say what was easy.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say a lot of them were like real life examples that
Mhm.
a lot of people actually deal with, so it's easier to relate to and come up with answers.
Nice. Johnny, what was challenging for you in this activity?
Identifying just one.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of the examples had a couple in there, so picking out the biggest one. And then what did you do differently previously that you plan to do differently now? Owen, what was something you did before that you would like to do differently now coming to analyzing influences? Looking into it, see if it's a good decision to make or not. All right, awesome. I think that's it. All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you.